Hello and welcome to the Hall of Knowledge. Yes, this is part of the game, but we're not going to get into that. And psst, there's an Easter egg behind me. Can't tell you what it is, not even going to look around. So we're here today. We're going to finish up our episode 3 and our learn to build templates using structure blocks. That's it. We'll get that out of the way. We'll jump into other things. I think I'm going to actually jump into another game for a little bit. I've been looking on YouTube, and there's a lot of content on Minecraft, and I have a lot of ideas, but most of it revolves around the game. So I want to get more of the game done before I jump into a Let's Play there. Also, thank you for subscribing if you've already done that. If you haven't, please do so. Please, I need more comments, negative, positive, doesn't matter. If you like the video, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. I got thick skin. I can take it. So let's go ahead and just jump right into this. It's going to be a little confusing, but if you've built it with me, then it shouldn't be too bad. Let's get cracking. Yeah. Yeah. All right, here we're back in our YouTube building area. So you look down, you're going to go, what, Eden, what did you do? What are you working on? What could this possibly be? It looks like garbage. This is how I work. This is my world right now. This is, for the last 2 months, my world has looked like this, okay? So let me explain real quick before you switch off, you go watch another video, you're just like, this is actually the sewer system layout. What this does is I lay this out, and within minutes, I can fill the whole area up. It's really, really cool. So let me explain what things are, okay? And first, let me just cover this. You do not have to be in experimental mode to rotate your structure blocks. I made the big mistake a couple months ago, and I couldn't figure it out. I watched the video, and the person told me I had to turn on experimental mode. I did that. Well, it seemed to work. Everything worked fine. I ended up working another 70% into the game that I already have, and then I just found out you don't have to turn on your experimental mode. So my game has been in experimental mode this whole time, and now I might have to rebuild it. So anyway, having said that, you do not have to turn experimental mode on it. That's a hard word for me to say. So, okay. Let me explain what you're looking at. The gold blocks basically represent the corners of your sewer system sections, okay? The diamond blocks represent the pathway, where they're going to meet in the middle, where the water, remember where that half slab was? That's dead center? That's what that is. The emerald blocks represent where I'm going to put my structure block, and then there's a sign on top of there to tell me what degree that structure block has to be to match up. Simple as that. Also, I added these bricks in here to represent where the sewer system ends. So there'll be a brick wall when I get there. Pretty easy. Okay, so like I was saying, the emerald blocks represent where I put the structure blocks. So this tells me it's going to be a T-section at 270 degrees. Okay, so we should know temp 1 is straight, temp 2 is a T-section, temp 3 is a cross section. Okay, so having that out of the way, let me explain. This is where it gets a little tricky, and it's not as hard as it seems. So let's go over here. I made a layout for us so we could see. And let's go to the first one. And right here it says T at 270 degrees. So it's going to look like this. Yeah. So this is the only one you need to know the three. Is it 3 sides? Yeah, because this one is at the 0 or 180 degrees. Yeah. So, okay, the T section is the only one that you need to know all 3. You have to know the 270 degrees, you have to know the 90 degrees, and you have to know the 180 degrees. 0 would be at this point, just like the one we made. The other ones, the cross section doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which way it is. Now, the only one for the straight section you need to know is the 90 degree or the 180 degree, because they're both the same. It's super weird. And then of course the 0 degree on all of them. So basically you need to know 4, but your default will be 0 degrees. So anyway, the emerald here represents where I put the structure block. Okay, so it's always going to end up here. So you just need to know your count. This is 19. From the center of here over, it's going to be a total of 11 across, but it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from here. Sounds confusing. It's not. Okay, so when you put in your structure block, it'll go here. But I just left this one here to show you example. When you put it, when it renders in, it'll be over here. It's a weird thing. Don't worry about it. Just worry about where you put it. You're always going to want to put it in that corner. Therefore, when I came over here, let's see if I can do this short. I can build this super quick, so I'm not too concerned over it. I don't want to make the video too short. So this one says straight at 0 degrees. So we're building the straight piece right there as is. So I will put the structure block on top of that, and I would put temp 1 because it's temp 1. I already know that, and you should by now too because I messed up on that so much that it should be sunk in your head. So I type that in, and it will generate here. The reason I didn't put the wall here is because the back end over there will generate in right there. So after I do this, I will put the wall in. All right, let's get started, and here we go. It's not as hard as it looks. You may have to watch the video a couple times to see how I did it. And if for any reason, leave a comment. I'll come help you out. We'll get it. So, okay, here we go. Start right here. Let's start with the straight at 0 degrees. So we know the straight 0 degrees. So we're going to put in our structure block. We're going to type in, I'm going to load it first, type in temp 1. And it's at 0 degrees, so we don't have to change anything. Load it. There it is. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick so we get it out of the way. And just fill all this in. It's the only time I'll have to do this. Click, click, click. All right. Like so. 2 more. Last one. Okay, so that's done. So now we go to the next one. Let's go right over here, and it's going to say cross at 0 degrees. Put in our structure block, and we're going to load. And cross is temp 3. Type in temp 3, 0 degrees, load, done. Okay, now our cross is in there. As you can see, we can see our walls now. And this is together. Okay, let's just keep going. We're going to go over here, and this one says T at 180 degrees. So we know it's going to be our T section, which is temp 1, or temp 2, I'm sorry, and then go down here, 180 degrees, load it in, whoops, pick that back up, and there we go. Just to look to make sure, yep, good to go. And this one says T at 0 degrees, whoops, type this in, load, temp 2, 0 degrees, load, done. All right, see how this is moving right along here. Let's just keep going this way. Let's go to the end. These are going to be 2 straight sections at 90 degrees. See, I caught myself. All right, so we're going to go load, temp 1. Whoops. Well, that did not work out for me, did it? Temp 1, 90 degrees. Kind of getting lost. I keep forgetting to push X. 90 degrees. Load. I keep dropping my block. Let's go to the last one. Straight 90. So we can go load. Temp 1 again. 90 degrees. Load. And there it is. Okay, so that part's done. See, we was talking about the top part of it, except for where I messed up right there. But it all shows our pattern. The whole thing will show our pattern on top, so we can see we have everything right as well when I'm building it in the game. Okay, this is the T270. So let's load temp 2 at 270 degrees. Load. Oh, look, this is looking really good. And we're to our last one. And this one is a T at 90 degrees. Temp 2, 90 degrees. Like so. and load. And there it is. Just like that, we're done. That whole thing. I told you it'd be super fast. Let's go ahead and go inside and look at our build. See how everything just went together. Just perfect. And you can build massive things doing this little technique. It's just incredible what you can do. And it really looks nice when it's done. We're just going to go through our whole thing. And that's our long section. So that's basically it. And once you get this done, you can do things like you can take some cracked stone bricks, put it in here. Let's say, just add some really cool designs, some effects. Add some life to it. There's all sorts of things you can do. It's really neat. So you can sit there. I mean, you could add the mossy cobblestone or mossy stone brick. All sorts of things you can do. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up pretty much. That's how you do it. This is how you build templates using structure blocks. It's really easy, not too bad. It takes a little bit of practice. And like I said, if you need help, put it in the comments. I know I skipped out on my whole grid making thing because that would be such a long video. And like I said, I'm new at this, and I don't want to be long-winded and make these long videos, long explanations. But in the comments down below, if you didn't get it, even if it's just one person that didn't get it, I will make a learn how to build templates using structure blocks 2.5 episode, which will cover that, and we'll make the grid together. And I'll show you how to do the grid, and that might be helpful if you're not really understanding this. But if you build this basically just the way I said, and you got it right the first time, hats off to you, because I know I made it a little bit difficult. This is my 4th video. I'm learning as I go. Please be patient with me. And again, if you like the video, please subscribe. Hit that notification button if you want to know when I upload my videos. I'm going to do a lot. This is my 4th video in 5 days. So I'm going to be doing a lot in the beginning. Having said that, if you like it, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. Like I said, I'm thick-skinned. It's not going to bother me. Anyway, I'm out. Keep on cracking.